Okay, guys, I've got one question for you. One question. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? This thing looks like a noodle that's been uncooked. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Cynical, and today for you guys, I'm going to be bringing you a sort of rant video about a very beloved video game character that I hold very close to my heart. And today we're going to be talking about Conker. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but recently Microsoft have completely ruined a beloved video game character for a lot of people. Now, some of you guys might not know what the video game Conker is called. It was a Nintendo 64 game called Conker's Bad Fur Day, which was a Rare-made game, so of course Rare Studios, the people behind Banjo-Kazooie and stuff. This was another one of their Nintendo 64 games that they ended up developing and releasing for the N64, and by far, if you haven't ever played it, I suggest that you do. You can pick it up on your Xbox One, or if you own an original Xbox for some reason, then you can pick up sort of like a remastered, updated graphical version of the game, which is very cool. It's called Conker Reloaded, but this game was amazing for the main reason being is, at first glimpse, you know, it looks kind of like a Rare game, you know, with the sort of cartoony feel and stuff. But the content of the game is a lot different to what you would kind of first expect, like at first glance. Like, Conker looks like a sort of children's game, but the contents and sort of, I suppose you could say, progression of the game definitely is not intended for children. This is a big aspect that I loved about Conker so much, because it had so many funny adult themes in there to do with drugs, alcohol, violence, and it was just so funny seeing those sort of themes inside what looks to be a children's game. Truly, Conker is one of the only games that really do this, or at least during the time of Conker's release. What I'm trying to say is, I absolutely fucking love Conker. Now, ages ago, when Xbox first released, Microsoft actually ended up buying out the Rare Studios, which meant that Microsoft pretty much had control over everything that Rare did. And Rare started to make games for Xbox. You'll notice that like games like Banjo-Kazooie were available to buy on Xbox 360. You'll now know that Rare Replay, which is a collection of all of, you know, Rare's games that they've released over the years, are now on Xbox One in a collection, and that's all fine. But what the fuck is this? So there's this new thing called Microsoft HoloLens, and for the most part, HoloLens looks pretty damn impressive, truly kind of next generation hardware that does interest me. But the thing that's kind of turned me off about Microsoft HoloLens is this little promotional kind of app or game that comes with the HoloLens, and that's Conker. Fucking this thing. This is not Conker. What is this? Like, who is this? Is this fucking Hammy off over the hedge? Literally, man. Microsoft, what the fuck have you done to Conker? Now, I understand that in this video, the guys explain that basically this Conker is not Conker, but rather a young version of himself. But was it so wrong to just include the normal version of Conker into Microsoft HoloLens and to actually make him do Conker things? Like, literally speaking, a lot of what he's actually doing in this little demo right here is nothing towards what Conker is actually like in his games. Once again, I understand that it's a quote-unquote young Conker, but really, a young Conker was not necessary. I mean, why can't you just come up with your own original character like Fred, Hare, or maybe Jeff? Or maybe even Steven. These are pretty cool characters. You could have just used them instead of ruining damn Conker. You know what's actually very funny about this little trailer or demo is the fact that these guys actually explain that Conker is a beloved video game character and series. And it's kind of like, well, if you think that way, why have you just gone ahead and completely ruined the character as a whole, dude?
Conker is a much beloved property that has a huge following.
No shit! Way to fuck it up! I mean, look at the damn ratings, guys. Look at the ratings. 600 likes, 6,660 dislikes. You fans make me proud. You fans make me proud. You all deserve a cookie. I mean, really, the only thing that is actually authentic with inside of this little demo is the professor, and he's in some sort of, like, crab robot thing. Otherwise, though, everything to do with this is just utterly wrong. I still can't get over Conker, though. He looks like a fucking noodle. Like a skinny bit of ramen that's been uncooked. this is a problem. Also, why is he wearing a spacesuit? What is that got to do with Conker? Why is he wearing a spacesuit? And he's got like a little headset on, like what is he, part of the fucking CIA now? Really though, this was a very, very wrong decision made by Microsoft to, of course, tell the people over at Rare to do this. I can just imagine the people and the developers over at Rare kind of sitting there with their hearts actually on flames, destroying one of their beloved video game characters that they created so many years ago for the Nintendo 64 to make Conker what he is now today. I can just imagine their faces. They were probably like, why are they making us do this, Phil? I don't know, man. Just think of the money at the other end of the tunnel, man. Think of the money at the other end of the tunnel. Honestly, Microsoft could have just said, alright, you know what? Let's just put the Conker that everyone knows and loves into the HoloLens, and that'll be great. And honestly, if they did that, and they didn't actually go ahead and, you know, make this abomination, then this would have been a pretty big selling point towards the Microsoft HoloLens. Now, I'm not saying that the HoloLens is going to fail because of this, but in terms of longtime fans of Conker, it is a little bit kind of insulting, I suppose you could say, to fans. I mean, a lot of people were very interested in Project Spark because of the reason that Conker was actually in Project Spark. And I have to say that the Conker that was in Project Spark still looked authentic to his original character. Well, he looked a little bit clunky, but still the point, you know what I'm saying? He kind of still looked as what he did so many years ago in his game on the Nintendo 64. Anyway guys, that's just my rant of the day. I don't usually do rants and videos like this, but I thought I would because Conker is a game that means so much to me. I absolutely adored the game on Nintendo 64 as a child. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I also played a lot of the multiplayer for Conker Reloaded on the Xbox years ago with tons of my friends and stuff. So it's sad to see what a lot of developers are now doing with beloved characters. I mean, just look at Spyro. What the actual nipple shit is this? I mean, if you look at Spyro, it looks like he's gone down the path of his girlfriend being taken by some grizzly bear, and he's just decided to resort to some sort of hardcore drug. Anyway guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. What's your kind of thoughts about this? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.